All right, we are live. We got 2 minutes, everyone. So get your mat and get something maybe for your knees. We'll get started at top of the hour, which is in a minute. Cathy Perez, hello, hello. I like to start on time. Get some hydration. I have my watch on, so I know what time it is. So we'll get started as soon as it hits. You got like 40 seconds. No, you got 15 seconds. All right. 12 p.m. PST. Hello, everyone. Cathy Perez here, your wellness coach. Hopefully, you can hear me. And we are here. It is the end of June. It's hard to believe. And we are here for our yoga, either clinic or flow. Today, it is a flow. And if you have any specific type of flows you want me to delve into in the coming months, let me know. So, we always start, okay, with our positive quotient repetitions, or PQ reps. And yes, you can meditate, but I really want you to understand the power of positive quotient repetitions because it's something that I can coach you on in the future. So we will actually be on the floor for this flow pretty much the whole time. So meanwhile, you can start, okay, in whatever easy seat you want. You can be laying down, whatever. Sitting up doesn't matter, but relax, okay? Hopefully you're in a safe and quiet place. And here we go. So, oh, and we will be here at least, up to 15 minutes or so, okay? But, close to an hour. All right, here we go. So our PQ reps. With a tall spine, regardless if you're laying down, sitting, whatnot, feel free if you feel safe to close your eyes. And I want you to concentrate on your breath without changing it. Just notice your breath. Where is your body moving based on your breath pattern? What else do you sense in your body besides your breath? What other patterns do you feel? Now, let's go ahead and assuming you're able, let's switch our focus to our hearing. So, if you are able, go ahead and listen to the furthest sound you can hear. And your mind will wander, but bring it back to that sound, the furthest sound you can hear. And now, listen to the closest sound that you're hearing. And with that, let's go ahead. You can bend your chin a little and blink your eyes open. And that, my friends, was positive quotient repetitions, or PQ reps. So you feel hopefully a little more centered and definitely more in your body. Okay, we don't always want to be in our head because that gets us in trouble. And we want to be centered. Okay, so when our brain is talking to our body, that's when we're feeling very, very rejuvenated. So, again, this is a yoga flow and it is twisting out the toxin stress. Okay, so we will be again mostly on the floor here. And if you have knobby knees like me, or if you just have trouble with your knees, maybe you want something to pad underneath the knees, you can always double up your mat. So, and at the end, you may want to prop up your knees. It's not necessary, but that's why that's there. And we will get started. So again, we're going to be mostly on the floor. And if ever you get tired, okay, remember child's pose. So if you're new here, child's pose, or to yoga in general, child's pose, you are basically, think about like how puppies come down. Okay, so your feet are together, and then you're just coming down. Okay, your bum to your knees, to your to your knees, or you can even have a wide, so your big toes touch. You sit back once again, and then child's pose. Okay, so whenever you get tired, just know child's pose is always available to you. But we are going to again start our very relaxing, okay, yoga flow. And again, it's all about just twists, but they're going to be fairly accessible. So again, we're going to be on the ground. So you can take any easy seat. This is Sukhasana, so your ankles are in front of each other. Um, you can be an easy seat, whatever is working for you. And yes, I have notes here, so I don't forget what we're doing. But what I want you to do is to take away the flesh on your bum. And what that does is you should have felt now your sit bones actually touch the mat, which is awesome. I really want you to concentrate, okay, on how that is going to feel because it's going to anchor you with what we're going to do next. So, and when I say one side or the other, go to that side. I don't mirror. Okay. When I'm talking to you, I'm telling you, go to your left side. That's because I'm going to my left side. So with that, let's go ahead and we're going to bring our hands up overhead. Inhale and exhale out. Go ahead with your left arm. Go ahead and slide it so that it's pretty much just parallel to your hip. Okay, it doesn't matter necessarily how far to go, but at least it's a width away. With an inhale, go ahead, inhale up, so your nice tall spine, and then with the exhale, bring the right arm over. Okay, and what I want you to do is I really want you to think about your fingers stretching, and at the same time, I want you to think about that sit bone. Okay, both bones on the bum. I really want you to think about them getting very grounded, and you should feel a nice stretch, okay? And that feels good. Go ahead and inhale, and then exhale. Try to stretch a little more. And again, you should feel your sit bones nice and stationary, but you should feel that nice stretch. Go ahead and inhale, and then exhale. Come back. What we do on one side, we do on the other. This time, your right hand is going to go again on a line with your hip, but a little further out. And you can also tense your fingers if you wish, but it's up to you. Go ahead and inhale, straighten out your spine, and then exhale, bring the left fingers overhead, your left arm really. And when you're in this position, it's up to you where you gaze. You can gaze at your bottom hand, you can gaze forward, or you can gaze up. It takes a little bit more twisty, but you can do it if you wish. But I really want you to concentrate again on that nice sensation of the elongation there, but also your sit bones. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and inhale and exhale up. I want you to go ahead now and switch your feet, whichever side was front. Go ahead and reverse it now. And then we're going to do the same thing. It's always good, though, to give your body is not as symmetric as we like to think, especially me. I have scoliosis. So we always want to make sure that we're giving both sides equal attention. So again, your left hand's come to the side of your hip there. And again, you can tense your fingers if you wish. You're going to inhale and then exhale the right arm over. Really feel that nice tightness, hopefully leaving with the sit bones again touching definitely on the ground. And inhale and exhale up. And this time our right hand again where the hip is, and then just float it away a little. Go ahead, inhale. And then when you exhale, bring the left arm over your head. And again, really think about those sit bones. You should feel that nice stretch all the way down your back, or down your side, I should say. And come back up. And again, remember, this is about twist. And so twist basically just means that your spine is not neutral anymore. So anytime you take any type of turn, that's a twist, believe it or not. And so we want to make sure that we're a little bit warmed up, right? So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into tabletop. And again, this is where I need the padding. So if you are like me and you have really knobby knees, then you're going to want some type of padding. Remember that when you get tired, again, you can go into child's pose, and you can also give some relief to your wrist. Okay, you might need that. There are multiple ways to massage those wrists as they're always in flexion a lot of the time when we're in yoga. And again, all of these at your own pace when you want. Okay, you don't have to always follow the instructor. Okay, so and you can also be on your fist. Okay, whenever you're again, holding yourself up, right? You can be on your fist. Unless you're in an inversion, that probably would not be a good idea. So in tabletop, I want you to remember, okay, that your hips should be over your knees and your shoulders should be over your wrist. And it's up to you if you want your feet tucked or not. And important though is the dual action that I want you to think about all the rest of this hour is that I want you to have wide, okay, uh, broad collarbones. Think about your collarbones being nice and wide and your shoulder blades nice and wide. What that's going to do, it's going to help you stay open as we go through these different asanas. All right, so we're going to warm up with cat-cow, or continue to warm up. And I say warm up, but this is actually just part of the flow. So cow, you want to go ahead, dip, or I should say send your tailbone up. And at the same time, let that stomach kind of drop. And I want you to look forward. You're not trying to look up, you're just trying to look forward. And really think about those dual actions again. The shoulder blades nice and wide, as well as the broad collarbones. Go ahead and inhale. And then exhale up into cat, which feels awesome. We're always in literally, hunched over. So this is a really good way to counteract that. And inhale again into cow. Really send the tailbone up because that's what you want. You want your tailbone heading towards the ceiling. Okay? And then exhale as you come into cat. Make sure your tailbone is coming behind you, tucked under you, I should say. And then one more time, cow. And again, you're looking forward. Think about your shoulders going back, okay? And then exhale out into protract, and then come back to neutral. If you want, go ahead and get off your wrist, okay? Give them some love. I actually have carpal tunnel, so I have what essentially is liquid that's in these bubbles. And so it's not really easy for me to stay on my wrist all the time, but over time, your body gets used to all the flexion. All right, so now we're going to go into some core circles. So think about primal movement, and however you want to do this, just send your hips from side to side, but involve the whole torso. Okay. And again, this may not seem like yoga, but yoga is stretching while moving. So that is the simple way to think about it. So however you want it, again, we're just lubricating basically the hip joints, but as well as we're warming up that nice core area, which includes the hips. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead. And again, when you're ever tired, just go into child's pose. We want to go ahead and bring our feet closer to our bum. Okay, and then go ahead and sway your feet to one side, in this case to the left. And if you want, you can look back. You don't have to. You might get a little disoriented if you do that. But you should see at least one of your feet if you do look back. And then we're going to go to the other side. And this is, again, simply warming our body. Too often we're stationary most of our waking hours. And I'm just trying to give you options so that you understand how easy it is to actually get your body to move. Okay? So, all right. Go ahead and put that, get back into neutral. Now we're going to get into bird dog. And that's because I want to give you some stability, okay, and mobility exercises. So in tabletop, what you're going to do is you're going to send the left foot back, okay? And then what we're going to do is I really want you to concentrate on sending your leg up, okay? But do so from using the muscles in your bum. So watch. This is me using my bum. I'm actually not doing anything other than flexing my foot, right? But the bum is what's moving. If I were to actually not pay attention to what I was doing, this is what you might see. Okay? That's not what I want. I don't want you to hurt your lower back. I want you to start really getting into the muscle with your head. So that means concentrating. So inhale, and then you're going to use that bum to send it up. And it's not going to go very high. That's as far as it needs to go. Okay. Now we're going to actually add in the opposite arm. So it's going to come out in front of you. So ready? Inhale and then exhale. Really balance. Okay. This is challenging. Should be. Go and bring it down and then bring it back up. Exhale and inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Really stretch and exhale. Or inhale. Now we're going to go with the other side. So again, this is about stability. And it doesn't take a lot to take you off balance. All right. So this is important. So go ahead and stick out that right foot so that that leg is nice and taut. Foot flexed. And again, you're going to think about using your bum. So bum, go ahead, stretch, lift up, come back down. Okay, one more time. Use the bum, flex your foot, and that is lifted. Okay. And it's a slow move. Okay. Now we're going to incorporate that left arm going away from you. Ready? Inhale and exhale. Stretch, stretch. Think about your fingers being far away as possible from those toes. And then inhale. Exhale and inhale. And exhale again. And inhale. And one more time. Exhale and inhale. Awesome. So you should feel now the need to get off your wrist, but also you should feel that you're a lot more warm than you were even just 20 minutes ago almost. So now we're going to get into a lot more twists. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to get into a V shape. And I want you to always be cognizant of the fact that it doesn't matter how wide you get in any necessarily like stretch pose. It's about your alignment. That's what matters. So, more important than anything is that when you are straddled like this, okay, I want you to always have a bend, a slight bend in your knees, okay, and always have your feet flexed. They should be facing at least up towards the ceiling. If you're a little bit more flexible, you could probably get your toes flexed enough that they look like they're coming towards you. That is because I want you to protect those knees, okay? All right, so twisting. All right, we're going to actually twist. Now, I told you earlier that literally this is neutral spine. Whenever you're facing forward, that's neutral. All right, as soon as you start twisting, I mean, taking any type of a degree to either side of your body, you're in a twist. All right, so it doesn't matter how much you twist, it's a twist. All right, so we always want to be cognizant of where we are in space so that we don't hurt ourselves. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to inhale, nice and tall, tall spine, and then we're going to twist to the left. Okay, yeah, this is a twist. Now your hands on either side of your leg, and you're going to start sliding your hands down. Okay, now the important part here is when, right, your feet stay flexed, but also you only go as far to the edge as your back is straight. If this is where your straightness starts to fail or go away, you stop. If this is where your straightness ends, you stop. So wherever that is, you get to start to breathe. So go ahead, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. If you want a little bit more of a twist, you can take the right hand and put it on the outside pink edge of that left foot. And really, this will intensify that nice stretch in your back. So now you're twisting, but now you've added some leverage. And this feels phenomenal. And again, you don't have to. My scoliosis is such that my right side is shorter. It's scrunched a lot more, so it really feels good to really get in there. So keep breathing and just really feel that nice tautness. Okay, go ahead and inhale it and then come back to center. So that was a twist. Yeah. Again, whenever we're not in neutral, our spine, then we're twisting. Okay. So we're going to actually come forward. I mean, not come forward, but we're going to take our torso forward. And again, most important, your feet stay flexed. And I want you to think about the fact that you're not trying to get your chest to the floor. All you're trying to do is see where that edge is, right? Without arching your back or, sorry, protracting. But what I do want you to try is go ahead and start sliding. And if you can, if this is where you are, this is where you are. But I want you to actually sway a little, okay? And this is a wonderful way, one, to help warm up that lower back. You should feel that. But also to help your body feel safe, okay? And that's important because then when your body feels safe, it won't argue when you start getting a little bit more bold, right? And wherever again you feel that you can go, you can go. Always with that breathing in and out. And go ahead and start climbing up again with your hands. Okay. And again, you should have felt that in your lower back. Not a twist, but you're stretching, you're elongating. Okay. So now we're going to twist to the right. Okay. So inhale and then send your torso to the right. Now, see, you're in a twist. So if this is where you're at, this is where you're at. If you so choose, go ahead, start taking your fingers on either your hands on either side of your leg, and then start sending your hands, okay, as far as they go. Again, without arching, but protracting. All right. So wherever you're at, you stay where you feel that edge. And again, You're breathing into any type of more elongation. And if you want, you can take the left hand to the pinky edge side of that foot and really create some leverage so that you can feel that wonderful stretch on the left side. And you're breathing this whole time in and out. Oh, that feels good. Okay, go ahead and inhale and then exhale back up and then come to center. Awesome. So, see, twists aren't as difficult as you think. It's not about going into a pretzel, okay? It is simply when you turn your body, your torso, right, in one way or the other, that's not neutral. So we're going to now come into another twist with our torso. Our legs are going to go in front of us. And again, whenever our legs are outstretched like this, we want to make sure that they stay flexed, the feet. So we're going to start with the right leg that's nice and straight. Foot is flexed. And then we're going to go ahead and bring the left knee closer to our body, okay, to our torso. This might be a little uneasy for some, so you can always actually bring in the right leg and put it behind the foot, the left foot. It's up to you. So we are in again a sitting position. We want to have a tall spine, and we want our left knee again as close to our body as possible. And what we're going to do is you're going to take the left arm and wrap it around, okay, that left knee. And then we're going to take the right arm up, inhale, and then exhale and send the arm behind you. And the hand can be tented in the back if you wish, but it can be directly behind you, okay? Now, this actually, believe it or not, is just about as close to a twist as you're going to get without actually twisting, all right? But we are going to twist. You're going to inhale, and then you're going to twist. Ooh, yeah. And again, it's your eyes that are going to be twisting, so to speak. So wherever your eyes go, your torso is going to go. So inhale and see if you can't look a little behind you. And that's going to take your twist a little further, making sure that your foot is flexed in that left and that other leg. And go ahead and inhale and exhale back. Awesome. Now again, you can have that front leg um, in a bend just to make it a little bit more accessible. Now we're going to take that twist to the opposite side. Okay, so the right foot stays flexed, and now the right arm is going to come, okay, and grab or encircle, hug your left knee. And what I don't want you to do is start sickling. Okay, it should still be nice and taut, but straight. You can also, if you so choose, well, let me help you out here. So go ahead and bring your left arm overhead. Inhale. And then you're going to take the arm behind you, that left arm. And again, you can tent your fingers if you wish, or you can just have it flat behind you. What I was going to say is you can, again, keep the arm uh, in a hug of your leg, the left leg, or you can take that right elbow and then come on the outer edge of that left knee. And again, you don't want to sickle. So you want to make sure it stays nice and straight. It's a little bit more intense, so you don't have to do this. Okay, your arm can be here, here. Go ahead, wherever you're at, inhale, and then exhale. And this is what we're going to do. Is take our eyes, right, and see what we're looking at. Okay, inhale, and then see if you can't go a little more. What are you looking at? Inhale, and then exhale back. Okay, so that stretch is definitely a little more intense. And again, you don't have to keep that other leg straight. It can be folded. That makes it a little bit more accessible. So go ahead and wiggle out those legs. Get some hydration. Because now we're going to the other leg. So the left leg now is straight. Toes are flexed. And that right knee comes to your chest. And again, you can easily bend the left leg if you wish. But the right knee is where we're going to take that twist. So you have the right arm now circling, okay, that right knee. Don't let it sickle. And you're going to inhale with the left arm coming up and then coming behind you. And then inhale with this tall spine and then twist as you exhale. And this should feel good. Hopefully it feels good for you. Go ahead and inhale and then exhale. See where your eyes take you. All right. And then inhale and then exhale back. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and take the left arm. And again, you can circle it, all right, around that right leg, or you can go ahead and then have it hook, right? But either way, you're going to take your right arm overhead, inhale, and then exhale it behind you. And again, you can leave your nice wrap around, or again, take the elbow of that opposite knee and have it on the outside of that knee coming out, okay? Either way, go ahead and inhale and then look to your side, go to the right. And you should feel a nice twist. It should feel pretty groovy. Go ahead and inhale and exhale. And then inhale one more time and exhale. All right, go ahead and untwist. Good job. Go ahead and put those legs down. Wiggle them out a little. And now we're going to get some more twist on our back. So we'll be going to our back and planning pretty much to be there for the rest of the time together. So what we're going to do is find a way for you to get on your back if it's accessible to you. And we always want to be careful. Again, I'm not here to take you make your bones hurt. Whenever we start on our backs, we want to make sure that we are in neutral, meaning that our back is on the mat, okay? And then we go into whatever we're going to do. So we're going to actually get into figure four. So the right leg is bent, okay? And you're going to take the left foot and go ahead and prop it on that right knee. Sorry, right thigh. And you want the left foot flexed the whole time, okay? Now, if you stay here for figure four, that's fine. You can go ahead and use your same side hand and then kind of give the thigh that's up there a little push, and you'll feel, okay, a little more of a nice stretch. If you are okay, then you can go ahead and take your hands and put them, cross them behind your hamstring. And it feels really cool because when you inhale and then exhale, you can use the leverage of your arms, right, to bring that left knee closer to you, even though the idea is that you're trying to actually keep the left knee as far away from your chest as possible, right? And you can also put the hands over your shin that's on the bottom. And again, that will give another range of depth to this stretch. So every time you inhale and then exhale, you're bringing, supposedly, right, that stretch into a deeper version of itself. And it should feel good. I'm warming your hips up for a reason. All right, inhale. And then exhale, go ahead and let it go. Now we're staying in figure four, okay? But now the twisting comes in. So important, always important, wherever you're in figure four and planning to move around, is that your shoulder blades, okay, your shoulders should always stay on the mat. Okay, so if you're going one way or another and you feel your shoulders lifting, you've gone too far. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, and then what we're going to do is exhale, and you're going to start sending this left foot all the way down to the right side until which time, hopefully, it hits the ground. Now, if it doesn't, meaning that your shoulder on the left is raising, then you need to ease up, and that's okay. But assuming that it got there, your right knee should be now on the floor, okay? And it's that left leg that we now have in it. So your torso is twisting automatically because you sent your spine into something that is not neutral, okay? So you should be feeling the twists, okay? Um, basically from your obliques all the way into your hip flexor and all the way down that outside of the thigh. But you can push, and that feels really good. Okay, you can push the top leg with your opposite hand, and you'll be giving your hips a little more opening. And it feels good. And you can put your left arm wherever you feel most comfortable. You can look towards your left if you wish, but it just feels good to you. So go ahead and inhale one more time. And exhale. Go ahead and inhale. And now on the exhale, we're going to bring those legs back. Okay. We're staying in. Okay. Stay in figure four just so that your hips can settle. And now take the left foot off and readjust your hips. Okay. You should feel now that your hip on the left side is really nice and open. I'm going to move, but you stay where you are. Okay. Now we get to go to the other side. Okay, so we reset the back. Again, it's neutral. And our knees are bent. This time, the left knee stays bent, and we take our right foot and we flex it, and it's now on the left thigh. Again, you can stay here and use your same side hand to push, okay, the leg away on the top from the hip, and you'll feel that. It feels really good. Or you can go ahead and use your two hands to then clasp is the word I'm looking for. Clasp the hamstring. Okay, all the while, right? You're thinking about taking that knee away from your torso every time you breathe in, breathe out. So you inhale, and then on the exhale, you bring it a little bit closer to you. Or again, you can use your hands on the shins. This is probably the most intense version, but it feels good, especially when you're tight like me. Oh yeah. And go ahead and let go. Ooh, a little pop there. And very gently, go ahead and let that right foot down. Now, oh, sorry, not let it down. Keep it where it's at. Sorry. We're going to float that right foot to the left side now. I got ahead of myself. So we're going to go ahead and take an inhale and then start sending those legs towards the left until that right foot hopefully gets to the floor. And again, the left knee should now be touching the floor. And again, you're now in a twist because your spine is not neutral anymore. So you can use that opposite hand to take that, send the top leg further away from you so you can really feel that deep stretch in the hip. And you can even use that same side fingers to dig into your hip socket so you can feel that elongation. You can use your right arm, again, in any type of formation that's going to give you a little bit more. I like to actually take my arm way up, and you can really feel the stretch. It feels good. Okay, now go ahead. Now we're going to keep our figure four, but we're going to send our feet back. So go ahead, come back to a neutral position. And go ahead and release your figure four. Reset those hips. And you should actually feel, again, now your hips are a lot more relaxed, definitely a lot more open. All right. So we're going into our last twist before Shavasana. And this is a fun one. This is supine twist. So we're going to put our legs out, okay? And we're going to start with our left leg long. Go ahead and flex that baby, that foot. And then you're going to bring the right knee towards you, okay? What I want you to do is take your left hand and put it on the right knee, okay? Not directly on the knee, but at least you can hold it. And then you're going to start, you're going to keep your right arm out. And what you're going to do is you're going to start to send the right knee towards the opposite side. But I want you to shift. See how I shifted my hips? Now they're stacked. And what that's doing is it's keeping my back straight. So even though now I'm in a twist, again, because my back is not neutral, my hips are stacked. So I'm not putting undue pressure. Wherever your knee is, depends on your shoulder. Okay, so your right shoulder should still be on the mat. If this is where it is and the shoulder's on the mat, that's where your knee is. But depending on where you're at, this is where you will be. And this is a twist, right? It's a wonderful twist. You should feel it literally. And you can put your arm, the right arm, however you wish, cactus, T. Again, I like to really feel that stretch, but you should feel this nice elongation starting from even your buttocks all the way down your thigh muscle on the top. And if you're feeling bold, okay, so again, this is plenty. This is definitely a nice twist, but if you're feeling bold, you can go ahead and bend that bottom leg and then try to find that foot with the opposite hand. And it feels good because now you're stretching the front hip that's on the bottom there. It feels good. You don't have to. It's just a extra little goodie. Go ahead and release. Don't slingshot. Keep that left foot flexed. And then now, using your core, okay, I want you to start bringing that leg again back to center. Go ahead, put it down, and then send it down so that it's now meeting the left. And that should have felt good. Now I'm going to once again, just get on this side so you can see what's going on. Okay, so what we do on one side, we do on the other. So your legs are, again, parallel to each other. And I want you to go ahead. This time, the right leg stays straight and the foot is flexed. And you're going to bring the knee of the left leg towards you, nice and taut, okay? And we're going to inhale and then exhale. Bring the right hand to your left knee and start sending it towards the right side. And meanwhile, make sure you shift those hips, okay? And again, if this is where you stay, this is plenty. It feels good actually. And each side is different. So you're going to feel different sensations, and that's okay. That's perfectly normal, actually. And again, foot is flexed on that bottom leg. If you so choose, you can change your arm, okay, make it a T that's on the left side, or a nice, what's that called again? Goalpost, right? Cactus. As long as your shoulders are again staying on the floor. And if you so choose, you can have that left hand try to find your right foot when you bend that bottom leg. And again, it's just a way to create a little bit more of a attraction. But again, the supine twist is a twist in itself, and there's no need to go deeper if you don't want. And go ahead and let go of the foot on the bottom. All right. Now, again, using your core, you're going to start having your left leg come back up and reset your hips. Set that foot bent leg on the floor, and then go ahead and send it down. I always like to make sure that you're going slow so that you don't shock your body. Even though this was a slow flow, there's no reason to go fast. Okay. And now we are in a perfect position for our last pose, which is Shavasana or corpse pose. So it's up to you. You can keep your legs long, splayed away from each other, or you can maybe put them a butterfly if that's maybe good for you, calling you. It's up to you. You can use a bolster, okay, and put that over under your knees. So it's up to you. I wasn't sure if I was going to use it, but I think I'm good. And your arms can be either really close to your sides, but usually they're a little out, but they can be on your body, maybe one hand under your heart, one hand on your belly, up to you. But what I would like you to do, if you can, is close your eyes. And now we get to soak up all of the excellent vibes that our practice gave us. That's the whole point of yoga, is to now come to rest and be one with yourself. So let go of any pattern breathing you might have had. And I really want you to think about being in a hammock. Your mat is completely encasing you. Not claustrophobically, but just enough to keep you very cozy. Think about all your limbs being supported completely. Sink into that hammock mat. Shavasana is about listening to your body. Feeling safe and feeling grateful. If you like to stay in Shavasana, go ahead and pause the video and stay as long as you wish. If you are ready to move along, go ahead and start bringing your body back to the present, letting it acknowledge that it's actually on a flat surface and not on a hammock or in a hammock. Let your body come back to its safe corpse pose, supported by the strong floor. And wiggle those toes and those fingers ever so slightly. And if you're so inclined, Really take a nice body stretch from your toes to your fingertips, back down. Another nice long stretch. And let go. Really feeling yourself just melt. Now go ahead and send your body into the side there, into fetal pose, supporting your head however you need to, preferably with your eyes still closed. And when you're ready, and with your head coming up last, go ahead and start bringing your torso up to a seated position. However you want your legs to be is fine. They can be pike pose straight out, they can be crossed, up to you. And go ahead with your hands at your side, bring them up in an inhale. And exhale in prayer. Bring your hands to your forehead if it feels safe. And go ahead and bow towards your mat. Namaste. Go ahead, open your eyes. Oh, I wasn't even facing you. Awesome. Well, that is it. I am so proud of you. Hopefully you enjoy that. Hopefully you feel a little less, agitated, which would mean to me that you hopefully got out some of those toxins. And if you have any suggestions as to what type of flow you like to have next month, let me know. Meanwhile, I am so proud of you. And that's it for today. Take care. Take charge. God bless.